In the previous class, we had discussed about few methods of separation of components from a mixture. So now here we will discuss about few more methods that we use to separate the components of a mixture. So among them, the next method is chromatography. This method is used, or this technique is used for separation of those solutes that dissolve in the same solvent. So if different solutes are dissolved in the same solvent, then this chromatography technique is used to separate out all those solutes. So chromatography technique is used for separation of solutes that dissolve in the same solvent. For example, we will take black ink. So black ink, we know that ink is a mixture of water and dye. So ink has water. In ink, water is present as solvent and dye is soluble in it. Again, dye is a mixture of colors. Dye is a mixture of two or more colors. So we need to separate out all these colors. Ink is a mixture of water and dye. Water is used as solvent and dye is soluble in it. So that is called ink. If you will take black ink or any other ink, so dye is also a mixture of two or more colors. Dye is present in ink and dye is also a mixture of two or more colors. So we need to separate. If we need to separate out all these colors present in the dye, then we will use the chromatography technique to find out the colors or to separate out the colors. So here chromatography technique will be used for separation of all the colors that is present in the dye. So for that we will if we want to separate out the colors from the dye or from the ink, then first we will take a filter paper and we will take a spot of ink in that filter paper. Here we had taken a jar and we had used a strip of filter paper. Here this is the ink spot and we had given a line. This is the ink spot and we had used the filter paper and we had hanged the filter paper in the jar using the paper clips. And then this jar is also containing water. The jar is also containing water, but you should be careful that the drop of ink on the paper is just above the water level. Now we will keep it for some time. We will leave it undisturbed so that we can see that the ink that we use, that has water as a solvent, so the dye is soluble in that. So as the water rises on the filter paper, it takes along with it the dye particles. So when the water level is rising, the dye particles are also it is taking. Usually dye, I already told, is a mixture of two or more colors. So the colored component that is more soluble in water rises faster, and then we can get the colors in different way. Means the colors are getting separated according to their solubility, because the colored component that is more soluble in water, that is rising faster again than in any other color. So according to their solubility, we can separate out the layers of the colors, or we can get the colors separate colors. So that is why this technique is used. This is called chromatography technique. This is used to separate out the colors from the dye, which is a mixture of two or more colors. So here we are using a filter paper and we are making a ink spot. So just the drop of the ink is just above the water level, so that when the water is rising, it is taking the dye particles. When the water is rising, the dye particles are also it is taking, and dye is a mixture of two or more colors. So the color which is more soluble, that is rising faster, and we can separate the colors. So this process of separation of components from a mixture, that is called chromatography. So chroma means color. Chroma, that is the Greek word in chroma, that means color. So first of all, this process was used for separation of colors only. That is why this name was given chromatography, because first it was used for separation of colors, and in Greek chroma means color. So this chromatography name was given for that because it was used for separating the colors. So chromatography is the technique which is used for separation of solutes that dissolve in the same solvent. So used for separation of those solutes that is dissolving in the same solvent. For that separation, that type of separation, chromatography technique is used. So with the advance in the technology, new techniques of chromatography have been developed, so that we will discuss in higher classes. So now we are knowing that the chromatography is a technique used to separate the colors. So normally we are taking an ink where the dye is there in the ink, and it is a mixture of two or more colors, so we can separate the colors from the mixture. So that technique is called chromatography. The applications of chromatography technique, that is, the chromatography technique is used to separate the colors in a dye, the pigments from natural substance, drugs from the blood. So for all these processes, we need the technique of chromatography. So normally first it was used for the separation of colors, that is why the name is given chromatography, and it is used for separation of those solutes that dissolve in the same solvent, and we can separate the colors of dye present in ink in this method. So now we will see how can we separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids. So using distillation method, we can separate a mixture of two miscible liquids. I had already told you in the previous class two terms, that is miscible and immiscible. Immiscible we had already discussed that we can separate using their densities. So now we will discuss how to separate the miscible liquids. Miscible means those who can mix with each other. So distillation process is used to separate two miscible liquids. Miscible means the liquids that can mix with each other, that is called miscible liquids, and to separate those kind of miscible liquids we use the method that is called distillation. And the example we can take is water and acetone. So this to separate the water and acetone, or to separate these components from their mixture, we use the method that is called distillation process. So normally the distillation process is used to separate the components of a mixture which contain two miscible liquids that boil without decomposition and have sufficient difference in their boiling point. So they have sufficient difference in their boiling point so that they can be separated by using the method called distillation, because distillation process is used for the separation of components that have sufficient difference in their boiling points. So this distillation process is used when two miscible liquids that boil without decomposition and they have sufficient difference in their boiling point. That time distillation method is used to separate the two miscible liquids. So for that, water and acetone, this mixture is a good example because they have a difference in their boiling point also. So this can be separated by using the method distillation. So this is the distillation setup where the distillation flask is used in which the mixture of water and acetone is kept. So here the mixture of water and acetone is kept in the distillation flask and it is heated. So it is fitted with the thermometer and it is heated. You can, with the thermometer we can see the difference in their boiling points, and when the mixture is heated, then the acetone vaporizes. When the mixture of the water and acetone is heated in a distillation flask, the acetone vaporizes and condenses in the condenser. That is the condenser. So here it is condenses and it is cooled down. It is cooled down or condenses and collected from the condenser outlet. So this is its outlet, and here the acetone is collected and water is left behind in the distillation flask. So this is the method of distillation where the water and in which the water and acetone is separated because of their difference, sufficient difference in their boiling point. So when the mixture is heated, the acetone vaporizes and then condenses and collected in the outlet through the water outlet, through the condenser outlet, and the water left behind in the distillation flask. So this is the distillation process by which we can separate two miscible liquids that boil without decomposition and that have sufficient difference in their boiling point. So when the two miscible liquids have difference less than 25 K in their, K means Kelvin, 25 Kelvin in their boiling point, that time distillation method doesn't work. That time fractional distillation is used. Fractional distillation, this is used to separate a mixture of two or more miscible liquid whose difference in boiling point is 25 less than 25 K. So when the difference in the boiling point is less than 25 K, the method that is used to separate is fractional distillation. So in this method, the air is composed of many gases. So for separation of different gases from the air, the fractional distillation process is used, and it is similar to like the different fractions of petroleum products. So it is similar to like simple distillation, except that a fractionating column is fitted in between the distillation flask and conditioner. So it is also similar to like distillation process. Only thing here extra it is a fractionating column is fitted in between the distillation flask and conditioner. That is why it is called fractional distillation. Also simple fractionating column, it is a tube packed with glass beads. The beads provide surface for the vapors to cool and condense repeatedly. So this is fractional distillation. Here a fractionating column is fitted in between the distillation flask and condenser. So here this process is used when the miscible liquids, when the two or more miscible liquids, they have the difference in the boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin. This fractional distillation is used. It is like simple fractionating, it is like simple distillation. Only thing, a fractionating column is fitted here, and it is having beads. So glass beads are there. The beads provide surface for the vapors to cool and condense repeatedly. So this is our fractional distillation. So now I think you are clear about distillation and fractional distillation. So along with this, read your book so that you will be more clear. In the next class we will discuss how to separate different gases from air.